usually have some kind of like snappy, funny intro to these, but today I don't. I just have my face and this all over it. And I guess an explanation of what the hell I did. It's just a demon-inspired makeup trial run. A lot of people, not a lot, but a couple people have asked me why I haven't done this like torn mouth open thing. This is the biggest pain I have ever had to deal with. Out of all my looks, this was the most frustrating because I hate working with cotton. It gets all over your fingers. Cotton and latex is just the messiest thing you could ever have to deal with. So on top of it just being stringy and sparse, you mix it in with latex, then once it starts setting up, gets super sticky, so then it starts sticking to that, and then you're supposed to be like, you know, tearing and shredding it, making it look like this. No. Some people make it look so easy, but it's not. It is a pain, and I hope I never, ever have to do this again. But I probably will, because I'm stupid and I like doing special effects makeup. So, that's attractive. Needless to say, here is my tutorial on how I did it. Enjoy! We're going to start off with some liquid latex. Skipped a part because, well, I tried a different method of applying this cotton and it completely failed, so I had to rip that off my face, and then I just went ahead and painted my whole mouth area black. And then I'm just going to start layering the cotton. I'm putting down a base for it to stick to, so once that kind of dries just a little bit, it'll hold on to it and make it easier to tear up the cotton, and make it look more piecey and uneven, like my mouth is just like ripping open. You don't need to fully saturate the cotton. You can just cover the top part of it with latex. That'll be more than enough to help take the color once you start putting your foundation on over it. And, you know, we just kind of keep repeating this whole process all around and over the mouth. And I keep trying to shape them into kind of like points. Not necessarily so they look like teeth, just so that way they look torn. That way they all just don't look completely straight, like I just laid them there. And all I'm doing here is just kind of smoothing around the edges. Once I had them all in place, I went again, just laid some latex over it, and then put a cotton overlay to kind of smooth it out and help it blend out into my skin. And of course for the foundation, I went all over with Photo Finish from Wet n Wild in their lightest shade that I could find, which was called Porcelain. I found out while working with it, it really did not like going on with a brush. That, or I just, you know, didn't exfoliate my entire body. By the way, I switched to a sponge because I felt like that helped even it out a lot. It still wasn't pale enough for me, so I went ahead and mixed in some of my white cream paint into it to make it lighter, which seemed like a good idea at the time, but it really confused my camera, so my camera kept you know, having to adjust like that. Then we're just going to fill in the brows. Very simple. For the eyes, I just kind of wanted to look red and aggravated, irritated. So I'm just taking the red from my M.u.d CFX wheel number 1, and I'm just putting that all over. And this one is alcohol activated, so it was kind of aggravating my eyes, so I was trying to avoid that. So here I switched to my M.u.d makeup artistry wheel. I believe it's this Bruise wheel number 4, and just the bright red from it, and I'm doing the same thing, just blending it all over, making it look aggravated, not making it look nice and neat anyway. Here I'm trying to make my eyes just look a little bit deeper and tired, so I put a light purple first, blended it out with my finger, and now I am taking a dark blue, again from the M.u.d wheel, and just blending that out. Here I took the black from my M.u.d CFX wheel number 1, and I put that over my lid. And of course, again, just going to blend that out with my brush. You literally cannot do this too messy. The messier, the better. At this point, my natural sunlight that I had been using, because I'm still adjusting to the lights, went away. So I'm using my regular lighting. I felt like my face didn't look sunken enough, so right now I'm contouring with black to make my cheeks look just really sunken in. I wanted to look just really demonic, really ghostly, pretty much as I could. Just lining my lids because I don't do anything in order. So here I'm putting my eyeliner on, I put mascara on, everything out of order, of course. I still didn't feel that my black from my M.u.d CFX wheel was enough, so I'm actually overlaying it with a little bit of eyeshadow just at the top to really make my cheekbones look sunken in. Here's where I start taking the bright red from the M.u.d wheel, and I'm just drawing veins. And then I took the black from my M.u.d wheel and started doing some just kind of tear veins, lines, just underneath my eyes. I can't tell you why I did this part. I just thought it was going to look cool. I just took a just regular sponge from like Walmart, put a little bit of the light purple on it, and just kind of put it everywhere to kind of just do some like broken capillaries. And now we're going to start painting this red with the M.u.d CFX wheel. It is alcohol activated. Again, be careful with these. They can be really drying. Using it over latex usually works pretty good. They have a tendency to blend out really nicely on your skin though, which is why I love this M.u.d wheel. And of course, after everything I had done, I felt like the black had faded a little bit, so I'm going through in the individual tears and just putting more black underneath the tears to make it look, you know, like there's more underneath there. I also felt like these tears didn't have enough depth to them, so I took some dark blues and purples and just kind of shaded around the outer side of them. Then I also felt like my neck and chest weren't as sunken in as my face. And same thing with my cleavage, because apparently need that. Then once all that was contoured, sunken in, I just took my favorite, my bloody scab from M.u.d, and then the bloody scab I got from Spirit, and I mixed them together, and I am just tacking that in pretty much everywhere I had put the black, trying not to make it super thick to fill it in the gaps. I just did it very lightly, to give it a little bit more texture, and I'm not like placing it in, I'm kind of, you see, like kind of dabbing it, to keep a very uneven texture to go along with the tears. At this point, more blood, of course, so I'm using Real Blood is the brand, and I am just putting it everywhere. My mouth is getting torn open. I don't know, maybe I just ate a small child or something, God knows, and just got blood everywhere. Kind of reminds me of like the It movie. Really cannot be too much. There we go. I hope you guys enjoy. Everyone wondering what I use to take off all this makeup that I put on my face? Pond's Cold Cream. Yeah, take it. This is literally what I do. Everywhere. Then I let it sit for like 5 minutes. And then I rinse it off.